Record of Grancrest War Season 2 is one of the most anticipated fantasy anime series. Fans have been waiting for it for the last 3 years. However, the sequel never made it to the screen so far. The huge fandom of this show is still demanding to see another run of this show. So when will the anime get a renewal for its much-anticipated second installment? Here is everything to know. Record of Grancrest War, also known as Grancrest Senki, is a Japanese fantasy action anime series. It is an adaptation of Ryo Mizuno's light novel series and a table RPG game of the same name. A1 Pictures took the command of animating its first season that ran for a total of 24 episodes. It began to air on January 6, 2018 and finished airing on June 23rd of the same year. Also check out 13 best Isekai anime that you should add to your bucket list now. Ryo Mizuno began the serialization of the LN series on August 20th, 2013. It ran till March 2018, and during these 5 years, Ryo has published a total of 10 volumes. However, A1 Pictures used all the content of these chapters in the 24 episodes of its first season. The pacing of the inaugural installment was quite fast. As a result, the production studio exhausted the entire LN series. Hence, they now have nothing left for Record of Grancrest War Season 2. The LN series is already completed, and there is no hope that Ryo Mizuno will continue it in the future. The inaugural run of Grancrest Senki has received an amazing response from everyone, including the audience and the critics. The latter praised the series, and the viewers loved its action and fantasy elements. At the time of writing, it has a score of 7.23 on my anime list, which is pretty good. Not only that, but it also has more than 249k members in its MAL group. The critical reception, popularity, and ratings hint that fans might get to watch Record of Grancrest War Season 2 in the coming years. However, the lack of its source material indicates quite the opposite of it. There were some rumors that Ryo would write a prequel series, but it never went on floors. So either the production studio moves forward with an original storyline, or the author writes a new story for the sequel. Both of these things are very unlikely. Therefore, it is better to accept that Grancrest Senki might not return for another season. Also read 13 Best Anime Movies on Crunchyroll for your weekends. The release date of this show depends on the time of its renewal and when the studio will begin its production. On average, a single core anime takes at least 1.5 years for its production. So, even if the anime gets a renewal in the upcoming months, A1 Pictures might not be able to complete it before the second half of 2023. Therefore, if Record of Grancrest War Season 2 ever gets a green light, the fans can expect it to release by the end of 2023 or early 2024.